Next on Worcester News Tonight, a concert for fallen Worcester Fire Lieutenant Jason Menard draws hundreds. Plus, thanks to social media, a family is reunited with the state trooper who helped them after a serious car accident. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Cam Jandro. Hundreds poured into Worcester's Beer Garden for a concert honoring fallen Worcester Fire Lieutenant Jason Menard. Franklin Street was full of people looking for a chance to see the Dropkick Murphys and remember a hero. Our Gretchen LaRosa has the story.
We're out here tonight at the Worcester Beer Garden for an event held by the Greg Hill Foundation and a performance by the Dropkick Murphys. We caught up with a band member earlier tonight and he says he's honored to perform for such a great cause. A chance to see the Dropkick Murphys had people lining the streets of downtown Worcester. But for lead singer Ken Casey, this isn't an ordinary concert.
It just makes it that much more real and that much more important, and I'm so happy that the family was able to be here tonight.
The inside of Worcester's Beer Garden was filled wall to wall. Hundreds not only there for the performance, but to pay their respects to fallen Worcester Fire Lieutenant Jason Menard.
I think it's really important for everybody in Worcester to come together and just as a community be there for the family, support the kids that just lost their father.
I do like to watch them. I see them once a year if I can, but I came here really for the support for the fallen firefighter.
The venue and the Greg Hill Foundation sold T-shirts. All proceeds from Friday's show will go directly to the Menard family.
It's important because I think that a lot of people are thinking of them, and I'm happy that they're here to see that everyone's thoughts and prayers have been with them.
Now, more than a week since the fatal Stockholm Street fire, Worcester Fires Union President Michael Papani says the outpouring of support is what they've come to know from the community.
We've had to do it before, and it's difficult, but our firefighters are strong. They stand together, we support each other, we support the family, and we keep doing our jobs day in and day out.
The band says putting on events like this is what they are proud to be known for, but a cause like this is close to their hearts.
We were never really musicians. We did it as a joke, and it formed into a career, and we almost always felt guilty for the good fortune we've had. So this is the stuff that makes, being in a band be worthwhile in our eyes,
Now, $230,000 has already been raised for Lieutenant Menard's family through the Greg Hill Foundation. They say they hope tonight's event will raise another $25,000. In Worcester, Gretchen LaRosa, Worcester News Tonight.
Tonight's show is one of many fundraisers to help the family of Lieutenant Jason Menard. The Beer Garden reached out to the Greg Hill Foundation. Organizers of the event say the community has really come together to support one of their own.
If we can take the financial burden off of their plate of having to move forward so they can focus on their family, that is a huge goal of ours.
Our community is our backbone, and if we don't have the community, we have nothing. And I think it's incumbent upon most business leaders to be able to take part and support community people.
Worcester police were on scene and increased patrols throughout the area to ensure everyone was safe. And for those unable to make it to the Beer Garden Friday, you can still donate to the Menard Children's Fund. Donations can be sent to the Worcester Fire Department's credit union at 34 Glennie Street in Worcester. You can also donate online through the Professional Firefighters of Massachusetts by visiting pffmfoundation.org. The College of the Holy Cross is also raising money for Menard's family. A special $10 ticket will get you into every Crusaders home game this weekend. $5 from each ticket will be donated directly to the Menard Children's Fund. Menard was stationed at the McEwen Road Station, which is right next to Holy Cross. Head football coach Bob Chesney says while visiting the station a few weeks ago, he could see the pride firefighters have in protecting the students.
For us, we don't take that lightly, and I think that when you think about that, we should be as proud of them, and we are, and understand the sacrifice that Lieutenant Menard, gave towards, his community, and I think it's again, hopefully a chance for us to be able to give back.
The fundraiser runs through Saturday when both the football and women's basketball teams play at home. Switching gears now, the Cannabis Control Commission is set to begin operations in Worcester very soon. The CCC says they have already started moving into Union Station. The commission chose it as their headquarters in 2018 based on its cost efficiency and central location in Massachusetts. The 10-year lease will include 13,000 square feet of space and a public meeting room. The CCC says they will also have a satellite office in Boston. The Northbridge Fire Department is hoping for a new station in town. As their current building gets older, the department says there's not much they can do to fix it. Our Olivia Lemon has the story.
This is the proposed site for a new fire station in Northbridge. The department's chief says it's more central than its current location on Main Street.
An ambulance comes out of here, it takes up to 10 minutes to get across town. Whereas if we put it in more of a central location, we can cut that time down. And time is lives, really.
The department also has an unmanned station on Providence Road. Both were built more than 60 years ago, and Chief David White says they're beyond repair.
The structural problems in the building, the concrete, the standing water that we have around here. The other station has a big settling problem in the back when showing, it's got cracks in the walls and stuff like that.
The town presented the proposed site and an update on the feasibility study to residents.
It's been overdue for a long time.
One of the things I like about the plans is the location of it and where it's going to be is perfect centralized for the town. And yeah, firefighters are very important for the town and they need a nice new station.
Chief White says the town has never built a fire station. Both stations were once part of former mills before they were given to the town.
The mills are no longer here, and this will be the first time that they actually have to build a fire station. And the time has come that we've waited and waited. We just can't wait any longer. It's getting to the point where it's getting critical.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
A Hardwick family is saying thank you to a state trooper who helped them after a serious car accident. A post on social media helped lead to a happy reunion today. Our Matt Rustino has the story.
The Sullivan family reunites with the state trooper who helped them in a time of need.
He went above and beyond just training and handling an accident.
Trooper Giuseppe Ciampa was on his way home from training when he saw Jamie Sullivan's car crashed into a telephone pole on Old Turnpike Road in Oakham. Trooper Ciampa pulled over and started treating Sullivan's daughter Danny, who was bleeding from the head.
Just by talking to her, keeping her focused, having a conversation with her, and just trying to keep her stable, because you don't know at that point. That was a pretty bad crash.
Trooper Ciampa stayed with the family until the ambulance came. Sullivan says his presence helped calm her down.
I was panicking, but because he was able to take command and handle the situation for me, I was able to control myself and be able to help my daughter as well.
The police report didn't list Trooper Ciampa by name, so in the days following the crash, Sullivan turned to social media to try and find him and say thank you. Sullivan posted on Facebook asking for help identifying the trooper. Through comments and shares, they were able to connect.
Appreciation was my main goal. So, and then, we just got to this point, but yeah, so to get this far was great.
The Sullivans presented Trooper Ciampa with a hand-painted wooden plaque to say thank you.
This is touching. I love this. This will go right on my wall. My kids will love this too.
In Framingham, Matt Rustino, Worcester News Tonight.
The Worcester County Sheriff's Office is doing their part ahead of the holidays. They spent the last 2 days working on a food drive. Today, they and their partners were collecting donations at Stop and Shop. Sheriff Lou Evangelitis says they plan to collect 80,000 pounds of food. The sheriff says the community is generous and the people of Worcester always provide a helping hand, especially around the holidays.
Guy came by, really wonderful man, came by and gave a turkey just to say to people he wants people to be able to have the same type of Thanksgiving he's going to have with his family. And that's what it's about. This is about Worcester County looking out for each other and helping each other so we get to enjoy the holidays with our families.
The donations will be given to about 1,000 people next week before Thanksgiving.